Oh, because I thought a foundation that wasn't full coverage or drugstore. Remember, be unapologetically happy in the pursuit of happiness. That was wrong. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Erika. If you're new here, hello. And if you are not new here, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a video on how I do my base makeup foundation. So that is just my eyebrows, the base foundation, concealer, and of course priming before we even get into the foundation and concealer. So the important thing that you want to start out with, of course, is a fresh face. So skincare is going up along with the makeup and beauty right now. It seems like skincare is becoming the highlight in beauty, not just the foundation and the concealer, but you want to have a good base started first. So skincare is a must, correct? Rihanna has came out with her line, what is it, Fenty Skin, along with the Fenty Beauty line. So you have your whole setup there now with, if you're a Fenty fan, like most people are. If you're like me, who like to compare themselves to other people, you know, you thinking that doing the skincare means that you have a flawless face. You have no bumps, you have no pores, you have no dips and dodges. You don't have anything. Your face is porcelain, smooth as a baby bottom. However, we know that is not true. We don't live in a perfect world, nor do we want to live in a perfect world, because that's what makes us different. So as you can see with me, I have obviously dark marks from picking at acne scars. I have some bumps that are still lingering on my face, but I do take care of my skin. What I use mostly, and you'll see this a lot in my videos, I use this Dickinson's hydrating toner with Rosewater. I use different things to get my primer set, like the hydrating primer mist from e.l.f. I have different primers that I received prior to that, and there are different things that I use also. Like, you now know that skincare, especially when it comes to sunscreen, isn't just for people who are not of color. Sunscreen needs to be worn for people of color as well. So I also have this Glossier Invisible Shield Daily Sunscreen that I try to use daily, but you know, sister be forgetting because I'm not used to that. And don't beat yourself up if your skincare routine is not quite set. You know, you might skip a day or two, you don't do it morning or night. It doesn't matter. Everything is done to fit for you. So whatever you see best fit, don't do it just because somebody else is doing, because it could potentially make your face worse, especially if you have breakouts. But find what works for you, stick to that routine, be consistent with it, and there you go. Again, skincare doesn't mean that you have porcelain baby smooth skin. Skincare just means that you are taking care of your skin the best of your ability and what works for you. So jumping straight into the routine, my face is pretty much, I washed my face earlier today. I just did my eyebrows, so you'll see a video on my eyebrow routine that may be up before or after this video. But if it's not, it'll be somewhere at the top or in the description bar where you can find my eyebrow routine. I already mentioned having toned my face. So now I'm just going to start with primer. I'm going to probably use two different primers. I don't need to use two different primers, but the first primer is a cream primer, and this one is by F.A.R.A.H. And this is the Water Cloud Primer plus Pollution and Blue Light Defense. So again, it's important to wear moisturizers and sunscreens and creams that have different things that not only protect you from the sun rays, but also your phone and computer rays with the blue lights as well. I have glasses here. You know, when I wear my glasses, I don't know if you can see the tint from the blue in it, but in my glasses, I get the blue tint so that it doesn't hurt my eyes from, you know, the lights, the cameras, computer screens, and so much more. So again, that has the blue light defense in it. And these glasses, if anyone's interested, I started using Firmoo.com. There's so many websites you can order glasses from, but somehow I got to Firmoo and I've ordered 4 pairs of glasses from them. If you are interested in saving some coins, and they ship really fast, this is not a sponsored video, I will just be making promos though for things that I like. So these glasses, I will leave the style below, and I will leave a referral code at the bottom as well if you want to order glasses. But the glasses come pretty quick, within a week, all that good jazz. So back to the original video. So I'm gonna prime my face. And pretty much I just put on enough to cover my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin area. I don't really go too far down my neck when it comes to the primer, but maybe for the sake of this video, I will. So I'm done with the cream primer, and I'm going to spray my face down with the e.l.f. Hydrated Primer Mist. I thought primer mists were overrated, but I like my face being hydrated. So spray that, and I have 2 primers on. Again, you don't have to use 2 primers. I'm just using 2 primers for the sake of this video. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Again, when it comes to makeup and routines, it's what works for you. Let's push that in the beauty community. You don't have to be perfect, honey. We are perfectly imperfect. That's all we gotta say. So my go-to foundation is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. So I used to not be a full coverage girl, just because I used to think that it would make you look cakey and make you look like you got makeup on and all that stuff like that. But every time I wear this, I get so many compliments on my skin. You see my skin? Let me get in. 'Cause, you know, I'm doing this from a phone until I get this camera upgrade. But you see the skin? Don't mind my attraction alopecia. But do you see the skin? You see this? This is from picking. This is from picking. Just, my skin is not perfect, but once I put this on, it's over. It's over. I'm in the color Deep Rich CSWSF 20, just for reference of letters and numbers that make no sense. But I'm in Deep Rich, and you know, you can wear this up to 24 hours. All the claims that it has on it is true. It's true for me, because I know some people who don't like this, or the color range isn't the greatest. But reference wise, I am cool tone. I have blue undertone. If you want to know what your undertone is, just look at the veins in your skin, or look at the color wheel. I know the color wheel is confusing, but you know, if you have like green, bluish undertones, you're known to be cool. I have a reddish undertone, but I can't do too much red because then I end up looking like a Oompa Loompa. So it's just a balance of that. But I do know that I fall under the cool category. I'm jumping straight to foundation. Let me back up, because I like to do my eyebrows first, actually. So I received this in a Influenster box some months ago, months ago. And Influenster is a free service, I guess you could say. You don't get things monthly, but basically it's a free program that you sign up for. You answer different surveys based on things that you like and things that you would recommend or review to people. And every so often they will send you a box of items to try for free. I actually have a box right here that I'm going to be reviewing. It's been so long since I reviewed, but here you go. I see it's Influenster. I'll tag everything down below. I actually have a referral code for that. I don't think I make anything off the referral code, but it's a great service. I've been an influencer since 2013, and I've received all different types of products. And so you can receive products that's beauty related, health related, if you have pets, if you have kids, houseware, anything based on the surveys. So you have to take the surveys, the pre-surveys, the post-surveys, and to get your points up, as I like to say. And if you go to the Influencer website, check it out and see what I'm talking about, you'll know. The more that you do different reviews, you answer other people's questions. It's a community, as everything is a community. But the more questions that you answer that people ask, the more questions that you ask yourself if you're not sure, the more reviews you do on any product that you can find on the website, you know, you boost your points up to get more products to try out. So I've got this again a while ago. It is Kat Von D product, and from what I understand, Kat Von D is no longer associated with Kat Von D makeup. It's KVD Beauty now, Kat Von D Beauty, but Kat Von D is no longer associated with the brand if anybody wants to know about that. So they sent me the KVD slanted angle brush in the number 70. And then also I have the 24-hour Super Brow Long Wear Pomade in the color Walnut. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Expiration wise, it says 6 months, but sis, I've had this longer than 6 months. And it's not as wet as it used to be, but it's not dry either. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I like to outline them first. Sometimes I will fill them in with the pomade. Sometimes I'll fill them in with just my Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. I think for the sake of the video though, I'm going to fill them in with the pomade. And again, I just did an eyebrow tutorial that will either be up before this video or after this video. So if it's up before, you'll see it linked in the video in the description bar or description box. What I love about this is just how easy it is to use. And I don't know if it's because of the brush too. The brush makes it so precise. Like that's just lining it. That's just lining. So imagine what it's going to look like when it's filled. Nice, thick, strong. And what I like to do is whatever I do have left on the brush, I will feather it out. And excuse me y'all here if y'all hear like a lot of sniffing or me rubbing my nose. Something's itching my nose right now. And us people, yes, I'm gonna speak how I speak. Us people who have allergies in this COVID-19 world, it's not looking good for us. You know how much we try to hold back our sneezes and our coughing and all that just so we don't appear to be having the coronavirus. People look at you crazy now, boy. What were we doing before this happened? People just sneezed and not wash their hands and digging up their nose. We ain't say nothing before. We just talk behind their backs. Now people get the death stare if you even sound like you. It's not good to hold y'all sneezes in now. Just like it ain't good to hold your farts in. Don't be holding them sneezes in. Give yourself probably a damn aneurysm because you don't want to look crazy in front of people you don't know. As long as you got your mask on, you should be good. If you don't have your mask on, shame on you. Now, this will have you look like a dark clown if you don't do it right. Again, the eyebrows are sisters or cousins, however you want them to be. If they close enough, you know, they sisters, they kind of close, they cousins, but they're not identical twins. They could be twins as long as they're fraternal. You know, I got the girl here, the boy here. They got different body parts. So I'm just rambling on. So my eyebrows are done to my liking. So of course now I have to clean it up, and I thought I had what I wanted to clean them up out, but I didn't. So I'm using LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Chestnut. I'm also going to conceal my eyelids because as you see, my eyelids are kind of dark, a little oily, and they have this little dark color tint to them anyway. So I'm going ahead and conceal that and clean up my eyebrows. Now I do this a lot, which has also led me to having lines in my head. I don't really believe in the Botox thing. I mean, lines are lines. It's just signs that you're not getting old. You are getting older, but it's part of life. But the one thing about it though that low-key be having me wanting to get Botox is when I do my makeup and once I put my foundation on and I keep doing this, then I get lines in my foundation. I learned the trick to kind of not getting the lines. One, of course, is don't raise your eyebrows like that. And then two, using a good pore filling primer, something with an anti-wrinkle in it. Not both, either a pore filler or something that has anti-wrinkle. I believe that the anti-wrinkle one though has like a pore filling effect, so it might be the same. I used to have another Influenster item that was sent to me. I used the heck out of that stuff. Was the Strivectin primer that was anti-wrinkle. I can't remember. It has something in it. I'll link it down in the description box. But I love that stuff. Like, it didn't keep all the wrinkles away, but it definitely protected me from having so many wrinkles, especially throughout, like, putting on my face. It helped with me not having so many wrinkles in my makeup. Of course, throughout the day, eventually my makeup wrinkled up, but it helped a lot to control the wrinkles. And I don't know if y'all just seen that, but I just dipped into my brow by accident. Not intentionally. So when I do that, I just take a spoolie and go back over them. And I take a spoolie to go through them anyway, just to kind of disperse the product throughout my eyebrows so it's not caked up in one specific area. Another favorite of mine, this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. Mine's look a little janky because it gets used. Gonna blend that out. Makeup is really all about the blending. Of course, you know the big beauty gurus let you know in the MUAs. Blend, 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 blend. Blend till you can't blend anymore. But don't blend so much that you gotta add more. Blend till you can't no more. Don't blend so much that you gotta add more. All right, eyebrows are done. I know people like to fade the front a little bit. I don't really like to do it too much. You know, I actually have a brow. I don't have to make it look like like I'm adding a brow for real. I'm just enhancing what I already have. So this one's a little thicker than this one, but again, sisters or cousins. Take your pick. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Going to put on my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Pump doesn't work, so ignore how I am putting it on my face. So I'm going to use just a foundation brush to brush it on my face. This is from e.l.f. This is the professional foundation brush. This is the brushes that are $1. And again, this is full coverage, so I can't wait till it cover this little nose of mine. I actually did put a lot on my hand, so I normally don't put this much, but I'm using all that I had left on my hand. And then I'm going to blend it out with the NYX makeup sponge. I love this sponge. I have the beauty blender. After like years of like blowing by it, I was like, oh, let me go ahead and try it. I got this. I'm not really impressed. I prefer this, actually, this NYX beauty blender. It's $10. You can get it from Ulta. I believe you can get it from Target. But I just love the shape of it, the feel of it. I love how it's flat. Like, the beauty blender is round. I don't know. I guess because I'm so used to using other things outside of beauty blender, and then when I finally got it, I'm like, I'm not impressed. It's things that are cheaper that I feel like work better out here than some of the stuff that be advertised. But I'm gonna try it. I might talk junk about it, but I'm gonna try it first with my own just to see. Go ahead and save your dime, especially if you're not like in the beauty like that. I used to have this shirt back in the day that said, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it. Of course, more if I like it, but I might talk junk after I try it. I might hop on the trend train, but I'm gonna try it. So that way I can't just say I'm hopping on the trend of just saying what somebody else said, because I actually tried it and I got my own thoughts. So I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Oh boy. So remember I said to look at my face in the beginning, right? Oh, because I thought a foundation that wasn't full coverage or drugstore. I thought a foundation that wasn't full coverage and high end said something. I couldn't even get what I was trying to say out. But look at that coverage. I low-key want to put more on, but I don't need to. I'm not a full coverage girl in the sense that my face has to be full coverage. I'm okay with little things like this kind of seeping through. Just depends on what I'm doing. If it's just like a regular everyday thing, then no, I don't care. My foundation looks like you can see my imperfections. But you know, if I'm going to an event or something really formal, then yeah, I do want that covered up, because of course I'll probably be taking pictures or something like that. And I'm not talking like I go to big events. The only events I'm talking about is going to like a wedding or something that's formal, that's been planned for well in advance. And in the state of which we are in now, that ain't happening. Next, I'm going to use the popular e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's a satin finish, and I have it in the color Deep Cinnamon. It's more so the highlight, it's not my actual color. Everybody raves about the hydrating one being better than the original one. I agree. The original one was a lot more drying, and it felt like it pulled on your face. But this one, I love the big applicator on it and just how it feels when you put it on. So and you get so much coverage from just pulling it out of the tube. I don't dip all the way back in, I just dip on the edges. I do like to bring it down here. So I started to notice that I have like I like to call it the 5 o'clock shadow. But I have a shadow around my mouth, which I believe most girls of melanin complexion do. So again, this is in the color Deep Cinnamon for my highlights. I'm gonna use the same, I'm about to say brush, same sponge. And I know some people like to wait till their concealer dries out a little bit, but I don't like doing that. I'll wait as long as it takes me to put it on, but I like blending it out before it dries completely down. I'm doing this in my camera, and I mean my phone, and I just noticed I went over my eyebrows. So don't think you can do this on the phone. If you need to look at the mirror, look at a mirror. Again, we are perfectly imperfect. Do not have to do anything the same as me or anybody else that you see. Do what works for you, boo. I love having to do my makeup with my short hair now. Tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Let me brush back over that because I accidentally went a little too high with the highlight as I was doing this, but hey. This is my face with the foundation and the concealer blended out. I'm liking the base. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take, and this is really old, kind of embarrassing old, but my Black Radiance concealer stick and the number 8003. It doesn't have a name to it. Had this for a while, but it looks almost like a lipstick. But I'm going to take the concealer stick and use this to contour. And I'm not like a big contour person. I'm actually trying to get into these bronzers. See what this bronzer life talking about, because that sounds right up my alley. Sister likes to glow. And I kind of start here up in my eyebrow, and then I come down the side of my nose. And I'm trying not to do too much with that. Where's my brush? I'm just gonna take this little flat head brush from BH Cosmetics. It's an older brush, had it for some years now, and just blend out the side of my nose. I just like enough just to kind of give it a nice little shadow. I don't have to be like contour beat, but just enough to add a little dimension to the nose, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm using this brush. I don't even remember who it was from. I want to say, I don't remember who the brush from. I want to say it was Crown Beauty, but I'm not sure. But it is almost like a slanted brush. I'm gonna blend that out and go around my hairline. Comment down below if you have allergies and they have been killing you. Something is still like tingling my face. Just feel like a little lint. Just oh my goodness. And it seems like it's just gotten worse. Like I've been fine with my allergies up until about a week ago. I don't know what that's about. And that is pretty much it for the liquid cream part of the base. I'm going to throw a little bit of powder on, and that will be the end of the base once I throw the powder on. So for the powders, I'm going to use 3 different things for the highlight, the contour, and then just overall face powder. So first, I'm going to use the Milani Translucent Medium to Deep number 2 Make It Last setting powder. Oh my gosh, this is probably like one of the best things Milani has ever made that I've ever tried from Milani. Like, the only thing I can complain about is the size of this. This is 0.12 ounces or 3.5 grams, and it's $10.99. I know for sure at CVS. I think that's the only place I go to buy it. That, well, I see my complexion, you know, they like to base complexion stuff on demographics, so I can find it at my CVS. I don't think I've seen it at Target. Definitely haven't. Well, let me not say that because I haven't been to Walmart to even check it out. I know for sure you can find it at CVS. So I like to put this under my eyes, around my mouth, and under my chin. Definitely starting to learn here because I will crease here. Not necessarily smile lines, but I guess you could call them smile lines. They're just not deep smile lines. This powder is very thin, easy to work with, finely milled. Like, this is like one of the best items I think Milani has created, face product wise. They've always been good for their lip products, lipstick, lip glosses, and stuff like that. Only thing I do hate too is I don't get a lot of product, and sometimes I pour too much of the product out. So yeah. So the next thing I'm going to be using is actually from a blush palette, and this is the Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette from Juvia's Place. I had my eye on this thing for a long time, and finally one day I went to Ulta and it was on sale. And I was like, no, I'm not passing this down again. Using this angled brush from MUA Professional Makeup Academy in number 13 is the angled blush brush. Not sure if they used to sell this in CVS as well. I love CVS. If I go to any drugstore to shop, it's going to be CVS. So I'm going to use the color Abby to contour, or to powder contour. And it is a blush, but I love the color that it brings. Almost like a bronzer, you know. I can say I'm almost bronzing. But again, I'm still trying to get onto this bronzing train. Around that right here, I'd be looking crazy, but it'll look put together once I put my powder on stuff together. And I am going to do a little bit on the side of my nose. You see that? I haven't done makeup in a long time, so I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. All right, so that's that on that. And the last thing that I'm going to do to finish off the base is to use this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless this says normal to oily. Again, I'm still trying to figure out that part of my life, but this is in 365 Nutmeg. Going to use this brush from Arnell Moda. I believe I got this in a Boxycharm. Check out my Boxycharm video. The video is not up by this. You'll see it in the future. So just be sure to subscribe to my channel so you know for future videos that are coming up. And I'm going to go back. This is the last step for the base, but I'm going back with the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer Mist, because even though it says that it is a primer mist, it says use prior to makeup application to help prime skin, after makeup application to set makeup, and throughout the day to refresh. So I'm just going to use this as the final step primer, or final step finishing spray. I'm actually out of this now, and I think that was my second bottle. I had bought 2 bottles at a time because at Walmart I caught it for $1. So I don't even know if they're still selling that anymore, but if you can find it, go get it. I would highly recommend everything that I use today. I highly recommend. And there you have it. This is my base foundation. This is pretty much what I do when I'm doing my makeup every day, all day when I'm wearing makeup. So like I said in the video, it's been a while since I've worn some makeup. So normally all I would have to do now is just add, you know, a little bit of eyeshadow if I want some eyeshadow. Blush, oh my gosh, I love blush and I love lips. Those are my top things are brows, a good mascara, but I don't have to, like, that part of my eye is not a big deal. Brows, blush, lip. Set it off. That's all you need right there. So hopefully this has helped someone just get a basic base foundation. I like to call myself a basic B sometimes, but I'm far from basic. So anyway, again, I hope this was just something easy. All products that I use are affordable drugstore products, minus, you know, Kat Von D Beauty Pomade. But I'm pretty sure it's not expensive. And this, again, I look at the coverage. Like, y'all saw my face. Y'all saw this big ding in my nose. Like, I just, like I said, if I go out, it's raining right now, but if I went out in the sun, sis, you glowing, and you ain't even did much but just put a little makeup on. Definitely, and put a highlighter on, and it's gonna bling blow, boom, okay. So thanks for watching my channel. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm here to make videos for me and the world. Let me stop playing. But I'm here to make videos to share with the world, especially when it comes to lifestyle, motivation, and reviews. Remember, be unapologetically happy in the pursuit of happiness. That was wrong. Remember, be unapologetically selfish in the pursuit of happiness. Until next time, peace and happiness. Bye, guys.